Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Look at this gorgeous makeup. I'm going to show you how I did it step by step so you can easily recreate it. So I hope this tutorial is helpful and let's get started. Really quick, I'm going to first clean the bottom of my eyebrows and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and Anastasia's brush. This one's number 18. But this step is not important for the eyeshadow, so you can skip it if you want. And if you're new to my channel and want to know how I did my eyebrows, I do have a tutorial and I'll leave that in the description box below. What is important is the primer. So I'll be using the same concealer and I'm blending it out with the e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge. It's really important to make sure that it's nice and blended, and then if you don't clean the bottom of your eyebrows, you can just blend out the concealer as close to the eyebrows as you can. And you can see right here how the eyeshadows look nice. It's nice and sharp. The tape is very important for this makeup look. So go ahead and apply the tape before you start with the eyeshadows. Today I'm going to be using this Cosmos eyeshadow palette from Anastasia. I'm going to grab this eyeshadow right here. And you can see that I have it above all of the eyeshadows and I also extend it towards the tail of my eyebrow. So I'm going to start by applying it above my crease. So it does help if I do this looking straight forward. And I am applying a few layers just to make sure the tone is even, and it's not a dark eyeshadow, so it's going to be pretty easy to blend out, and I just make sure that it's nice and blended above the crease before I start extending it. Once it is blended out, then I grab a little more of the eyeshadow and I just start extending it towards the tail of the eyebrow, and I'm gonna extend it really close, like almost touching the tail of the eyebrow, but it just depends how dramatic you want the eyeshadows to be, so you don't have to go that far. Then I'm going to grab this purple shade, and you can see that I only have it on the outer part of my eyelid, and I do extend it out just a little bit, but I'm going to apply most of the product right here on the outer part of my eyelid, and I'm going to start blending it towards the center of my eyelid just a little bit, and then extend it towards the tail of the eyebrow. Of course, I don't want to go past the first eyeshadow I already have right there, and it does help if you use a smaller brush just because it's a small area and you'll have more control of like where you apply it and blend it out. Then I'm going to grab my LA Girl concealer and the flat brush from Anastasia, and I'm going to start with a little dot above the roots of my eyelashes, and I'm going to look up and you can see that it transfers above the crease. This helps me to start the cut crease. So it does help if this is the first time you're doing a cut crease. What helps me is using a very flat brush. Don't have too much product on the brush, and then when you're doing the edge, make sure you stretch your eyelid by lifting up your eyebrow just so it can look very nice and sharp. And don't start by applying it too high because you might not like that and it's gonna be hard to fix. So just start a little bit lower and then slowly work your way up if you want it a little bit higher. But you can see the cut crease is from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner, and it does not go past the corner of my eye. It just stops right before. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more of the concealer on the rest of my eyelid, and then make sure the outer part right there is blended out really good. That way the eyeshadows that you apply on top of that can also blend out really good. So this is very important, and I just do it in tapping motions without having too much product on the brush. Now I'm going to grab this shimmery eyeshadow, what's left of it, and using a flat brush, I'm going to apply it on the inner part of my eyelid and also on the center. Not too much, but you do want to make sure that the concealer is still a bit creamy when you're applying the eyeshadows. That way the eyeshadow can really hold onto the eyelid and the pigmentation can really stand out and look really nice. Then I'm going to grab this other shimmery eyeshadow using the same flat brush, and I'm going to apply it on the rest of the eyelid. So I'm setting the rest of the concealer, and then to mix these two eyeshadows good, because you don't want to see where each eyeshadow divides, you know, you want to look nice and blended. So I just apply this eyeshadow on top of the eyeshadow I already have right there. So I just do it in tapping motions, making sure, of course, I don't cover up too much of the eyeshadow that's right there. So I just do it very lightly until it looks nice and blended and both eyeshadows are mixed really well. Since I'm not going to apply fake eyelashes, I want my lashes to be nice and curled, so I'm using my favorite eyelash curler. And of course, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara. This one is waterproof, and as always, I apply it from the roots all the way to the tips, and I'm going to fast forward right here because I pretty much do the same thing. And I like to close my eyes as I'm brushing them up. That way I'm pushing the eyelashes towards the brush. And when I don't apply fake eyelashes, I do apply 2 layers of the mascara, but I always make sure the first layer is completely dry. And then when I apply the second layer, I do pretty much the same thing, applying it from the roots all the way to the tip. But this time I'm also going to apply just a little bit on the very tip of the eyelashes. This is what's going to help to make your lashes look a bit long. Right here, I grabbed the very first eyeshadow I applied on my crease, and I'm applying it on my lower lash line from the inner corner to the outer corner using a small brush that comes in the Rimmel eyeshadow palette. Then I decided to add a little bit more of this shimmery eyeshadow just on the inner part and also the inner corner of my eye, just so it can stand out just a little more because it's such a gorgeous shade. And I'm applying the same Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara on my lower lashes, but I'm only applying 1 layer right here. And then I'm going to apply black eyeliner on my waterline, but you can skip this step if you want because it does make your eyes look a little bit smaller. So if you don't want that, skip this step. But this is the completed look. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you liked it, please share this video with your friends and your family. I honestly love this look, especially without fake eyelashes. It doesn't look too dramatic in my opinion, but I do love it, so I hope you liked it too. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!